There you go. Welcome to the game.
Ouch.
Just flops the nuts just off the bat.
I love this show.
Wow, how did he flop the nuts?
The statistics are 100% owned by Tony G.
Yeah, you've really been out
Pots
playing.
played, 100% owned.
Tony G facing a raise from Phil Hellmuth with 9-10.
There we go, Phil. Did you raise it?
Tony G calls. Nacho Barbero lets it go. Ace-7 for Hashem makes the call.
Back to the same tricks.
I'm not going to let you two just enjoy
Back to
the
the
party.
same old, same old.
I feel like I'm stuck in the middle of a triangle.
Stuck in the middle.
Let's hope Tony doesn't cut your ear off.
Flop 8, Queen Jack. Tony G flops the nuts.
First hand.
Check.
This isn't even fair.
Joe checks,
Hellmuth's got middle pair. He's supposed to continue.
and he checks. Tony G fires 5,000.
Is that 5,000?
That is 5.
Hashem folds.
Almost a full pot size bet. These guys rarely fold a pair on the flop.
Hellmuth calls.
You were going to draw. Draw your gun.
I got a big draw, Tony. What do you want me to do?
Turn 5 of diamonds.
Phil's big draw, now drawing dead.
Hellmuth checks. Tony bets 15,000.
Almost pot sized again.
Got a big draw. Spade.
Phil calls.
And Tony is loving it.
River 4 of hearts. No help to Phil. Not that he could get any. Checks it. Tony bets 50,000.
Phil's in big trouble if he thinks Tony's just triple barreling.
Where's the big draw now? Oh, where's the big draw?
First hand of the night against Tony G, probably making this a harder decision than it should be.
There's Phil's coach, Lane Flack, watching from the green room and can't help him right now.
Think I'm going to check to you or what?
Well, I thought maybe you would, yeah.
Yeah.
This is an over bet which polarizes Tony's hand to nuts or air, and on the first hand of the night, it's just going to seem so much more likely that Tony has air. Now, if you've never seen this show before, these two have a relationship like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Usually involves Phil blowing himself up and Tony sticking his tongue out.
All right, I call.
He makes the call.
There you go. Welcome to the game.
Ouch.
Just flops the nuts just off the bat.
Welcome to the game. You've been doing a lot of talking. Now show me your bullets. Show me what you brought to the game. Where's your money? Don't tell me you're going to play with that crap. You're not going to embarrass yourself here, are you? Yet again. Phil, produce. Pull out your money.
I love this show.
First alternate, Daniel Negreanu, can follow the action backstage with Lane, but they cannot see the hole cards.
My consultant job is
I bet you he had like a raggedy
He
queen.
had king queen.
I bet you didn't even have that.
Daniel would win that bet. Phil just had King Jack.
And after the first hand, the Brat loses nearly 3/4 of his stack down to just 28K.
Nice hand.
Yeah. You're happy for me. I know. And I really stuck it into you there at the river, right? I put that knife in, opened up those wounds, you were bleeding it all out. Did you enjoy it?
Tony, you are a real beauty. I hope the fans at home appreciate what they see from you.
Sorry, I'll pay attention. Suited connectors for Calacanis.
Yeah, that's. No.
Unless you're able to bluff me out of it.
He limps in. Daniel also suited connectors. Raises to 1,600. Doyle folds. More spades for David Williams. We're going to run out of spades in this deck. He calls. Will Davis folds. Abe folds. Calacanis folds.
Well, money has value.
2 players to the flop. Okay, I lied. There are more spades. Deuce, queen, jack. Flushes for both. Williams the nut flush.
Calacanis also would have flopped a flush.
Negreanu bets 3,200. Williams calls.
This is very big trouble for Daniel. They say the ace of spades is the death card. In this case, it's got Daniel drawing dead.
The turn. 3 of clubs.
His 3 changes nothing. Daniel almost certainly believes himself to have the best hand.
He bets 9,000.
David knows he has the absolute nuts here. He's trying to figure out the best way to extract value from Daniel.
And in Williams' opinion, that's just to make the call.
David decides to play it slow, look for a big bet on the river.
And the river card's the ace of hearts.
No help from the board for Daniel. If a spade had hit, he could maybe get away from it.
Daniel bets 6,000 on the river.
You can see David's taking his time here. He's got the absolute stone ones. He's most certainly going to raise. He's thinking to himself, how much will you call, Daniel?
Williams raises to 36,000.
Much more?
30,000 more.
Daniel calls and sees the terrible news.
Welcome to my world.
I had a flush too.
We could have got it all in on the flop.
Jesus.
As bad as that was for Daniel, he knows it could have been worse.
20, 30, 40, 48, 50.
Counting how much you could have got.
Left 50,000 out there.
I was hoping you raised me. That's how sick that is.
I left 50,000 out there.
Cannon folds. Phil Hellmuth, big slick.
The pot is unopened to this point.
Phil in the small blind.
There you go. He's going to make a move out of position again.
Raises
Very nicely done.
to 2,800.
Can't blame the guy for raising ace-king.
Gen out. Queen Jack for Tony G.
And I have qualified.
Calls.
Fortunately, you may double up.
Maybe.
Phil once again the favorite.
Flop. King, ace 10. The nuts for Tony G again, and now Phil with top two.
A disastrous situation for Phil Hellmuth.
I think this one, just take it, Phil. Don't even bother betting.
Phil bets 3K,
I was kidding you.
and Tony G raises.
See if you got the ace.
Oh my God, you're such an.
I can fold this hand.
Oh,
Tony.
don't fold it. Just stick it in.
Tony always talks, but he tends to talk more when he has it. Still, folding ace-king in this spot is definitely a losing play in the long run, especially with Phil's stack.
I got a flush draw, Phil. I'll be honest with you. If you want, I'll even show you one of my cards.
Maybe if he showed the jack of hearts.
I'm all in.
All right, cool.
Brutal.
I have a flush draw and a straight at the moment.
And a straight. Flop the nuts and look at this. Both slow playing.
What are you slow playing here for? Just get it in. I mean, you know. How many times do you want to run it?
One's good.
I'm happy to run it 20 times. To have you like down on this.
Maybe we should run it 3 times. I don't know. What do you think? 3 times?
Yeah, 3 times at least will keep you in the game.
Yeah, I would do 3.
I've been deciding badly lately on how many times to run it.
It's all the same.
I'll let you choose, Tony. How about that?
3 times.
Okay. Tony chooses.
I know, like the ace is coming, the first card. Ace
I
from
know.
space.
I ran it once, like the last 2 or 3 times, and every time I missed. So
I want to keep you in the game. That's why I want to run it like 8 times. You're going to catch one of them.
Phil is drawing live.
There's Phil's coach, Lane Flack. He's left the green room. He's going to get a better look at this one with Amanda on the couch.
Your boy's all in with the worst of it right now.
Yeah, I just saw the hand.
Yeah.
There's the coach. He's in. You see the coach is there. Go and give him a massage. We've done it 3 times. He's been owned 2 out of 2 sometimes. The statistics are 100% owned by Tony G.
yeah, you've really been out
Pots
playing.
played,
me today.
100% owned.
Working on a graphic for that right now, Mr. G.
I think Phil needs you.
He does need
I think Phil needs an ace or a king.
Dynamite call, coach. An ace or a king would make Phil a full house.
And then if Phil goes, then I need you. I'm his second.
Lane, I should just run it once, right?
Once or 3 times.
Once or 3 times.
We agreed 3 times. Don't go back on your word now.
3 times is fine.
So they're going to run it 3 times with the winner of each run taking a third of the pot. Turn number 1. Phil makes a boat.
Oh!
Told you that ace is coming. I knew it. Like,
Did you peel it off right away?
Yeah.
Still, you feel good, right? At least you're going to be in the game. I mean, you could have missed out every time. Give him one more ace to get the aces out of the way.
Ouch, if Phil had run it once, he would have won the whole pot. And now?
Not.
Every time on the show, I've been wrong.
Yeah, you
Every
kept
time I've
saying
said to run
one.
it once,
Once.
I've been unlucky. Like the last 2 shows.
Yeah.
Every time I've decided to run it 3 or 4 times.
River one's a king.
And the king.
Oh,
Beautiful.
sucks. Oh, that sucks.
That's being overqualified, Phil.
Phil will take down a third of the pot, but he loses one of his outs with that king on the river.
I mean, for all his bad etiquette and behavior, they peeled an ace for me. Like, I knew it was coming, too. He slow-rolled me. He's been, like, as bad as you can be. And, of course, they peeled an ace. I should not have run this 3 times.
I feel terrible, Phil. You're making me feel guilty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've been bashing up on you.
Tony, that's just you, Tony.
Sorry.
We all know that.
And imagine you're trying to take me on all the time. It's time to retire.
I'll play with you all the time.
Turn number 2, deuce of diamonds, no help to Phil.
Appropriate. Tony's acting kind of deucey.
That's so sick. I had to run it 3 times because I wanted to keep playing.
At least you didn't run it 5 times. Think about it. That would be terrible. You still got outs.
River number 2. Jack of spades, Tony wins.
Wow, how close was that?
Not really all that close.
And Tony will take a third of the pot worth almost 22K.
1 run to go. Phil's got only 2 cards that'll save him.
Turn number 3, 7 of hearts.
My flush. It's a flash.
Hearts won't matter if Phil boats up.
Here comes river number 3. Tray of spades, and Tony G gets 2/3 of the pot.
Unbelievable.
It's just
unbelievable. It's just so scary how bad I run on this show.
Yeah, you're gonna have your basically your money back. You're fine. And you're gonna lose a little bit. The tax. You're gonna pay tax, the Tony G tax, and just move on to the next hand. It's not even painful.
The 3 certainties in life are death, taxes, and Phil Hellmuth getting his lunch eaten on the big game.
King Queen for Hellmuth.
26.
Raises to 2,600. Minieri out. Elke with Queen 6. Folds.
Phil Hellmuth typically opens a lot of pots in this show, and he's been opening a lot this week, only he's been clowning around far less.
9 tray of spades for Phil Laak.
This would be a very odd call out of position for Phil Laak.
But he does call.
Thank you.
Perkins obviously likes his pot odds.
I needed you.
Calls 1,800 with the 7 tray.
Not as odd a call for Perkins.
Well, it's a scoreboard situation. I have 2K profit right now, should I fold. So sometimes you play the stack.
Or play the huge side, that's true.
To the flop, 10 ace jack rainbow. Phil has flopped the stone cold nuts.
And everyone else has stone cold nothing. Even when Phil runs good, he runs bad.
Lock checks. Some guy checks.
Phil probably isn't going to get much action.
How much should bet 2,100? Haha, he's got it. He did it. He's ruined the whole thing. He is a genius.
Does bet 2,100.
That's why you can hang with the Shaolin monks that, disguise themselves as Italians, You can do it.
Kung Fu Panda down there. Kung Fu Max.
God damn, what the f***?
Shall bluff, you're my idol.
Don't worry about it, Phil. On that hand, if I'm putting money in the flop, holy cow.
Check it.
Hellmuth, if I put money in it with you, trust me, right in that moment, I was going to have something.
Yeah, I believe you. Like ace jack. That would be all right.
Wow, how did he flop the nuts?
Nizzles.
Wow, I'm so glad I didn't make a move on Hellmuth right then.
Lex, king 9. Of course he raises. Bonomo folds, Barry's out.
I call.
First time.
I know.
Nice defense.
Got a really, really good hand this time.
Ace 10 suited?
Better. Better.
I don't believe.
9, 8, 10. Daniel flops a straight.
Jack Queen of Hearts.
He's also the godfather of soul reads.
So Daniel checked. Lex fired 2,200.
Another ill-timed bet by Lex. This time he's leading into the nuts. And Daniel's got a redraw to the super nuts.
Daniel repops to 6,600.
Lex can't love his hand.
Okay.
But he calls anyway.
Laboriously.
Tray of spades on the turn.
A lot of players would have slow played the nuts on the flop, but Daniel knows his opponent, and by raising, he's built a nice pot for himself here. Hoping he can squeeze another bet out of Lex.
This time he leads out to 11-2. Doesn't work. Lex folds.
What's the best possible hand you could have there?
Queen Jack of Hearts.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I had the Queen of Hearts.
Liar.
Bottommost pants are breaking fire code.
What a 6-6 flop. Give him whatever he needed.
Ace-8 suited for Doyle Brunson. Makes it a 4-way pot.
A suited ace is a perfectly fine defend from the big blind.
9 deuce queen. Doyle flops a nut flush. Action on Given, who's open-ended and has a flush draw.
This is a horrible flop for Bill Given. He may think he has a strong draw, but any money he commits to this pot will be a donation to Doyle's hat fund.
Goes check, check, check to Galfond.
Doyle appears to be content to let others do the betting for him. If Phil thinks his 5s might be best, it's the kind of hand that could use some protection on this board.
Galfond bets 2,600.
This normally would be a good spot to raise for the cannon. Personally, I know I'd get called by the ace of diamonds, which is beating me already, so I probably wouldn't stick it all in. Typically, Given would have a thin draw to a straight flush, but Joe Hashem folded the jack of diamonds.
Given raises to 10,000.
This raise looks awfully strong by the loose cannon, so whatever Doyle does here is going to look pretty strong too. But with the nuts, he probably doesn't want to chase everyone away. Right now, Doyle's just trying to figure out how to get the rest of Given's money, and hopefully someone else's too.
Doyle just calls. Seaver folds. So does Galfond. The turn makes Given a straight.
Well, this is just about the worst card ever for Bill Given.
All in.
He's all in. Doyle calls.
He's got the nuts.
I got the... Oh. I just straight. Good hand. I'm drawing dead. Good game, guys.
Good game, man.
It was fun.
Whoa, Canada. That's it for the cannon.
Dang, you hit the card and you didn't...
Yeah.
Well, action begins on the loose cannon. Bobby Ferdinand, suited one gapper. Raises to 2,000. Elke folds. Abe, King Jack. He's in. Lex calls.
I love the action, boys. I could use these chips.
Jetton calls.
Yeah, we're giving you the action, you know that.
Can you feel the love?
I love it.
You'll get the opportunity, that's for sure.
Well, if I fold, I'm definitely rooting for you to win.
Isn't that sweet?
The flop, 9-7-6, a monster for the cannon, a straight and a straight flush draw.
That's what we call the World's Fair.
It goes check, check, check to Veldhouse.
Bobby slow playing the nuts.
Lex bets 5,700 with top pair. Jetton folds.
Bobby probably should have bet to build a pot, but it looks like Lex is still giving him a shot to get some money in now.
I'm all in.
And he's going all in again.
All in.
Wow.
David Fishman has the lead for the passport and the best seat in the house.
Abe folds.
I wonder who we're rooting for this hand.
Probably rooting for me to fold.
Lex doesn't have a super strong hand, but Bobby's got some things going in his favor here.
Probably. That makes sense, actually. You got some sick reads, Lex. You got reads on all of us. Yeah. We know one guy that's rooting for you to fold. There he is. There he is. He's about to come over and take your cards and throw them right in the muck.
What Bobby has going for him, it's late in the game and this board is so wet that he really could be shoving with a pretty wide range.
Wait, should I really bet this if I'm going to fold this?
Yes. Why the hell not?
One player to a hand, Elke. Bobby's got a shot at getting called because any pair and combo draw would probably shove here. And in that case, Lex would likely be ahead.
If you beat him, I'll be the oldest player again at the poker table. That's by so far. many things. How old are you? 37.
But his hair is still in diapers.
If Lex makes this call, Bobby the Bus will almost certainly double up. Also in Bobby's favor, Lex ain't a nit. He's seriously thinking about it.
Lex calls, and Bobby loves it.
You got it? Oh my God. Wow, everything. That is everything. Pretty nice hand, sir. Nuts.
Nuts redraw.
All season long, I see loose cannons going all in with ace high, middle pair, bottom pair.
No.
That's like going through my head.
You can't even hit the 9 of diamonds to help you make a full house here. Now, do you want to run it twice or?
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't even want to run it twice.
Come on, we.
Just the one time is fine for Bobby, thanks. Deuce of spades on the turn, and Bobby doubles up.
Oh, he's getting nervous. That's what he said.
No, nice hand, Bobby. It's nice.
You see how I do it? I come in and I lose 100K. That's how I do it.
The meaningless river.
Oh, straight flush.
Straight flush he made.
That's sick. That's sick.
That's awesome.
For a second, I thought it was going to be something like, and then I saw the anger. Because I was confused because I saw anger and not happiness. So I was like, what is this? Is this anger or happiness? And I saw, it's a mixture. He's angry because he's happy.